Alright, let's see. Alright everybody, welcome back to Orandusuke Gaming. Last time we beat 5.55 months ago, and this time we're going into Endwalker. Now keep in mind, the first half of this video will be spoiler free. Second half, it's going to be some spoilers for the beginning sections of Endwalker, alright? You've been warned. Now welcome back to Orandusuke Gaming. Last time, yeah, some stuff happens, and we're on our way to Old Charlian. And now this time we're going to start up Reaper, and we're going to do some more stuff, some leveling with that, and then we're going to get to the MSQ. So before we do anything, if you haven't already, and you enjoy what you see here, make sure to leave a follow here on Twitch, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date for when I go live next, and to support the channel. And now, I've been waiting for this shit. For months. You there, you're the fighting sort yet? Yes, and by the looks of it, one of no mean skill. My employer is in desperate need of a man of your talents, you see. He's been beset by threats from an unsavory group of thugs known as the Lemurs. Their leader demands my master part with his considerable wealth, or... well, I'll just tell you they call her the Reaper. And leave the rest to your imagination. We don't intend to acquiesce these churlish demands without a fight, and a stout arm by our side would go far to ensure our survival. Your arm, perhaps? In case the opportunity to perform a good deed isn't enticement enough, please be reminded that my master possesses considerable wealth. If you would aid us, come with haste to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, where we make our stand against these brutes. Let's hide that so that we don't get spoiled with anything in the chat. Okay, we made it. We made it. Oh my god. Yeah, and all of this new shit here. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to learn how to use this. Now, he said the Diamond Avenue Exchange, so... or Sapphire Avenue Exchange, sorry. Oh my god. We are doing this. This is real. I didn't think I'd get to play today. I really didn't. Oh shit. Encoding overload? I don't understand why that's happening here, but okay. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh shit. Oh god. Why is this music here? Oh god, it's a Lalafell too. Jesus. This is a problem already. Ah, you, I know why you're here, and if you mean to lay a finger on my coin purse, you'll have to pry from my cold, lifeless master. Giulio, he's a friend. This adventurer has agreed to help. We'll show the Reaper what his her empty intimidations are worth. Ah, I see. My apologies, sir. Tensions have been high as of late, as I'm sure you can understand. For reasons that elude me, these lemurs have made my life a waking nightmare. Sight unseen, they have demanded I begin paying for them the luxury of my own life. Rumors abound of their origins. Some say they are the detritus of some barbaric nation. They flaunt our laws and threaten their batters with impunity. They're led by a dead-eyed killer who draws her scythe at the smallest sight. Slight. That's it. Slight. Refuse their payments of coin, and she takes her share of your lifeblood instead. Rubbish, I say. The Reaper is naught but a toothless bandit. Interesting theory you have there. Care to test it? And watch it be him. Her. Yep. You're the Reaper. That is not the face I expected. Oh, you're a perceptive one, ain't you? Suppose that's how you came to be in possession of so many shiny things. And what do we have here? Hiring more help while our ledgers remain unbalanced. You wouldn't be trying to wiggle your way out of paying us for a job well done, would you? You've hired these lemurs before? Not a little shit. My, how do you keep the lies straight? You didn't tell your hired muscle here what great friends we were? So great, in fact, that you trusted none other than me and mine to put this scare into your competition. A job we were happy to do. You can't find your fortune in this fair city without stepping over a few bodies on the way, after all. But as flexible as our morals are, I'm afraid without the coin to bend them, we only have one recourse, unless... Unless what? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? God damn it. Shouldn't have put it there. There. One does wonder how you found yourself with a bodyguard of such uncommon metal. Not an... Is that an ounce? I can't tell. Not an ounce of fear in that gaze, and not a mote of puffed up arrogance either. This lad, my dear, Giulio, is the genuine article. I need to blow up the text. He has what we in the mercenary trade call the killer instinct. Well, you're not wrong there. How's this? For the sake of our long-standing friendship, I'll make it simple. Allow me to take this adventurer off your hands and the debt is forgiven. Wait, what? I'm a bartering chip now? What, that's all? I believe this is what them in your trade call a bargain. As for you, adventurer, it seems you've been made a free agent. But if you're still inclined to put those instincts of yours to use, come and visit our headquarters in Pearl Lane, though the door's open. Okay, then. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Can't believe I'm here. The boss told me you'd be along. Coming in? Yes, please. Boss, the guest of honor's arrived. Oh, I'm the guest of honor. Well, I'm honored. I can't still... I gotta make myself smaller here. The close-ups. Ah, the savior of Alamigo and Doma deigns to appear before me. How did you know? I have already heard about you. I'd heard... It's hard not to in this line of work. The stories paint you as ferocity incarnate, a force of nature few have survived. Peace, friend. I've no desire to put the killer to the proof personally. I don't have a death wish. You're damn right you shouldn't. You can call me Drusilla. I'm a Reaper, one of many, and the leader of this little family here. As to why I invited you into our home, there's a job I'd like you to take care of for me. Depends on the job. Now, don't you worry that virtuous heart of yours, eh? I wouldn't ask you to do so much as bend the law. This job is purely for the benefit of your fellow man. It better be. So come over there and knock you out. All you have to do is kill one for... Though perhaps kill ain't the right word, seeing as he's already dead. Oh. Re-killing the already dead. Don't look so surprised. I know you've seen the dead walk. This time you'd be up against a void scent, come here to unleash its singular brand of wickedness upon the world. It won't be an easy task. The evil driving this monster is black as the void and near as deep. Countless souls have succumbed to its hunger. Worthy prey for one inclined to heroics, don't you think? You can't face it as you are, though. Storied as your strength may be. I'll need to train you in techniques that'll let you pierce the void and slaughter its kin. What could you have to teach me? I mean, I already have an idea, but... Don't shake your head. What is that? Oh, you're a Garlean. Don't see many Garleans in Ul'dah, do you? Let alone one as savage as this. Savior startles gasps. I'm not out of surprises yet. Hold your hand out to the crystal here. If you're made of the stuff I think you are, then you're in for a treat. Oh, I am. Hi, buddy. That's it. I knew you had what it takes. This would be an avatar, a manifestation of your essence and the Stygian power of the void scent on the other side. A void scent to which, if you so choose, you will bind to yourself. Why would I want to bind myself to that? You'll gain skills unlike anything you've ever known. Skills that have allowed people like me to operate in the shadows and kill those that need killing since time immemorial. Sounds about right. And your first assignment, should you walk this path, is to use the power of one void scent against another for the betterment of the realm. Your reward will be the wisdom of countless generations of Garlean assassins. But if siding with my kind makes your stomach churn, then... I didn't get to... If the thought of having one foot in the void makes your... I can't finish that. And if you have any concern to the sacredity of your soul, then taste your virtue and piss off. Okay, there. That I could read fast enough. Jesus, game. How fast you want me to read? However, if none of the aforementioned objections and you don't mind walking in the knife's edge twixt life and death, then you'll have the tools to see your justice done, and done right, every time. This is the choice you must make, and soon every moment our quarry stalks the land is another opportunity for it to do harm. I will do what must be done. I take it you've come to a decision? Am I right? There'll be no turning away once you've chosen, mind you. You'll dance with death and return as its envoy, or you won't return at all. So what'll it be? I will dance. Very good, then let's not waste time. Take up this crystal and attest to both worlds that you walk as a Reaper. Bind yourself to the void and claim the strength that the weak of heart shun. Though the avatar at your side does the void sent bring its power to bear, feeding upon the souls of the fiends you cut down in return. Not a bad arrangement, eh? But I'm sure you tire of words. Here, the traditional weapon of our order. Let's see how it looks strapped to your back. Yes! Yo, I love the amount of gear that I have here. Shit, I'm gonna have to get rid of some legs. Yep, I have to get rid of the legs. Alright, what do I have that I can get rid of right now? Fine, I'll get rid of this. Okay, can I... Where's my cursor? There's my cursor. Oh, this shouldn't be... I screwed up my summoner. There we go. Alright, back to Reaper. Soul gauge can be filled via the execution of certain weapon skills, or by defeating enemies afflicted with Death's Design. With sufficient souls stored in the gauge, you can execute actions such as Bloodstock, Grim Swords, acquired at level 55, or Gluttony, acquired at level 76. There we go. That's all I needed to do. Jesus. Need to just blow it up a little bit. Oh yeah, and there's a coffer here, right? Yo, look at me. Dude. That looks so fucking sick. Yo, can I actually, like, screenshot this shit? Yeah. How do you find the weight of the scythe in your hands? Pleasant, I hope. Now that we have a bit more in common, it's time we become better acquainted. What's the name of our newest Reaper? Orin. Orin, doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but so it is with Eorzean names. With every new one I learn, one more is forgotten. You better not forget mine. Yours can replace Gigi Leah? Still not clear enough for me. After our little conversation, I think he'll give us a wide berth. Any road, we've more worthwhile concerns than shifty merchants, namely, getting you conversed well and proper in the tricks of our trade, and the best way to do that is through battle. One of the families having trouble with a particularly vexen fiend has sent word for asking for assistance. He goes by the name of Arnegus, and he's stationed he's stationed out near Cutter's Cry. Not much of a fighter, but he's got a keen mind for trade and can find a needle in a stack of needles if need be. Usually I'd say a needle in a haystack, but I guess that doesn't work here. We'd best hurry before he ends up at the bottom of some monster's gullet. Point me at him, I'll slice him up. Alright, time to teleport. Oh my god. I'm so excited, guys. You have no idea. When I logged on the other day, and I automatically came here because I was like, I really want to try this out. Because I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, this is so fucking cool looking. Will I be playing through it Endwalker with it? Maybe not. Let me put a mount here. We roll in style here. Let me kill something really quick. I want to see what fighting with this thing looks like. Oh yeah, I've got the earrings on too. That's gonna help. Slice. 2. What does Shadow of Death do? I guess I'll find out later. Boss, who's this? Are you sure we should be getting an outsider involved? Thank you for your discretion, Arnegus, but it ain't needed. He has a personal contract with me, so consider him a mercenary in service to the family. Whatever you say in front of me, you could say in front of him. By your will, boss. A chimera has been making these sands a living hell for anyone who dares to wander into its territory, which would be us, since our trade route cuts right through it. The men I've hired to carry my goods are scared to death, and I can't blame them. None of us are fit for monster hunting, so I sent for you. Well, we'll see what we can do, Arnegus. Might want to find a rock to hide behind, though. Chimeras ain't known for being the most discriminating of beasts. You hurry along now. Leave the experts to their work. Time to put your new skills to good use, Orin. You have learned all Reaper actions and traits to level 70. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the actions and traits menu. Got yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Let's do this. Let's get on with the hunt, eh? We'll need to draw out the Chimera with Myrmidon meat. Now, to accustom yourself to the Reaper's tools, harvest the souls of the fallen to call forth your avatar. The soul gauge will fill when performing combos, starting with Slice or when using skills such as Soul Slice. Fill your soul gauge, and summon the avatar. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Get it, move out of the way. Pretty clean. Oh shit, that does even better. It's... How do I summon him? Oh, that's how I teleport. Harvest the souls of the fallen? Oh, Bloodstock or Grim... Bloodstock, okay. Okay, then. Oh, hell yeah, you asked the right person here. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Use Gibber. Oh, I see. I see. This is how it works. So I summon him. Then when I've summoned him, still I can use those moves. There we go. That seems pretty simple enough. Yeah, this is actually a lot of fun. Aw, shit. Why'd you have to interrupt me like that? Mired Chimera. Yeah, BGM I might need to turn down. That's good enough. Bring it on, bitch. Come on. Okay, so that's definitely an AoE. Okay, why did the chat come back? I just said hide it. Yes! Easily beaten. Bloody impressive work, that. I knew there was something about you, but truth be told, I didn't expect you to make such clean work of that chimera. I reckon even I might be hard-pressed to match that display. You know talent when you see it, boss, and with that, the cerulean will flow once more. Among his many roles, Arnegus is a merchant of sorts. He sells ceruleum at a price that make those gill pinchers at Amagina and Sons balk, but still turns a pretty profit. We can barely keep up with the demand, despite the occasional beast or two butting into our affairs. All thanks to you, boss, and our countrymen up north, of course. Here's to getting back to business as usual. Well, alright then. That was fun. I actually enjoy this job. It's really fun. Ceruleum ain't easy to come by, as you well know. Amagina and Sons protects their monopoly with gilded fist, but they've yet to enforce the Imperial stragglers up north out of it. Now, before you go running off to the flames, let me assure you, this arrangement is entirely above board. Selling goods to Imperials is forbidden by law, but there's nary a word writ about buying from them. I know you Eorzans like to call Garleans by all sorts of colorful names, bastards, tyrants, invaders, and we've got all those and worse. But while many a foul deed has been committed for the glory of the Empire, we ain't megalomaniacs to a man. Even amongst the pure bloods, those that serve don't always do so by choice. Could be argued we're all casualties of the great machine's ambition. No small number of the Empire's troops would return home in a heartbeat if they could, but the world being what it is, most settle for sending their family what few coins they can afford to part with. Most Eorzeans wouldn't suffer a wood of color to complicate their black and white view, but if you're going to fight with us, you should learn the truth of our past. Long ago, long before the Empire, our forebears lived in Locus Amoenus. Amoenus? Down in southern Ilsabard. Or Lisabard. With temperate climes and fertile earth, the land provided. Many of us were but simple farmers, harvesting abundant crops with the self-same scythes the reapers would eventually wield. But gifts are ever the object of envy. When not tilling the fields, our ancestors were forced to defend them. Every year they yielded a few more ilms, and some 800 years ago now they were driven from Locus Amoenus completely. Oh wow, that's kind of sad. They fled north to the frozen region that would become Garlemald. Even there they fought tooth and nail for the scant resources of the frigid land. From the flow of hardship were the first Magitech devices forged, and with an innovation upon innovation, that humble group of farmers grew into an insatiable empire. But before that miraculous twist of fate, we were a dying breed, bereft not only of magic but of hope itself. With no natural advantages to speak of, our mere survival was in question. That sounds horrible. From harsh necessity were the reapers born. We turned our tools to weapons and struck a bargain with the whispers in the dark. With the void's power, we could strike an army's beating heart, slay their generals, and throw the rank and file into disarray. Our way is to end battles before the sparks catch, to sacrifice the one for the many, to keep avaricious hands away from family, friends, and lovers. And now this power belongs to you. Remember our story. Remember what drives a man to turn to the void, and you'll not be led unto deeper temptations. Our work here is done. I'll see you back at headquarters. Wow. More ballsy than I remember. Are they actually going to make me feel for the Garleans in this expansion? Oh my god, that would be kind of fucking crazy if they did. Man, we're already a half an hour in. We have only done, what? These missions? It's the Sapphire Avenue exchange, right? But yeah, that was really interesting. For your first outing, you did good. I think you've earned the right to know just who this slot you've thrown yourself in with is. You might have gathered this yourself, but the Lemuris were formed to support those Garleans who are living in exile. Tain't easy to be far from home, let alone in a place where most would sooner gut you than offer a helping hand. Off to the only place to make a living is in the shadowy comers that lie outside the watchful gaze of the law. Now, I don't expect you to embrace us like brothers and sisters straight away, but know this, I do expect you to apply yourself to this job. In the meantime, I'll be working with the family to ascertain the whereabouts of our prey. I expect that scythe to be like an extension of your own body when next we speak. That we shall. Because it's time to get some wondrous tales and do a couple of the little things that we like to call duties. That was a good introduction to the Reaper questline, though. I did like it. Will I show it again on stream? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'd be willing to when we get to the next part. But right now, let's go to Idleshire and collect our wondrous tales. Now, I might not be able to get it all this week, but I could try. I can try. I had not been on at all this week. Let's see. I believe I have to go up here and then... Oh wow, the scythe... Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Idleshire is actually a really great place to be going to, since I do believe that Idleshire was based on Garlemald. No, not Garlemald, on old Charlian architecture. So, fun fact though, for those of you who didn't know that. So where are we going this week? We got a dungeons level 1 to 49, dungeons level 50, dungeons level 51 to 50. These are some good, easy ones that we could do right away. Watch me slaughter this. Here we go. Making this a joke. I mean, I could do this synced, but... I'd just rather get through this quick. I want to try Hell's Ingress. There, done. I don't have a headset, damn it. Easy. This is child's play. Slaughtered. It's so funny to go back into old dungeons and just slaughter your way through them when they used to give you so much difficulty. It's always fun. It makes you feel like you're more powerful. Alright, this way. Like, I feel super powerful playing as Reaper right now. And everything's so much more flashy and colorful. Oh my god, how have I dropped 23,000 fucking frames? That is crazy. Oh shit, did I just go all the way back? I did. I should have realized. That happens sometimes, though. These dungeons can be confusing. Wasted some time there. Okay, here we go. I believe it was the red. Was it the red or the blue? It's the red. Yep. I'm gonna throw those away. Oh, that's how I do that. Okay. So, Hell's Ingress. You have been slaughtered officially. Grab this. Thank you. Oh, that is so satisfying to teleport like that. Oh, so I can go from that to then... Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so like I use that power and then I just throw it at people. I love it already. think I found my second favorite job. Hey, get back here. You coward. Oh, it insta-casts it. I see. Last boss. That's one stamp down, 9 to go. You have to get it all by Tuesday. We won't be doing all 9 in this episode, but we'll do as many as we can. I'm curious what happened to my Aetheryte compass and why it's like that. Alright, let's see. What duties can I do? Because I've only got 10 minutes. And that took like maybe 20? Limitless Blue Extreme. Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. We can do that. That's not that hard. It's Ultima. Let's hope it's not that hard. I haven't played this since level 50. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem that hard already. You thought you could get away from me, huh? Halfway through his health. Okay, thank God. That was unexpected. Come on. Shit. Yo, Frosty, how's it going, man? We finally somehow got in. Playing one of the new jobs. Oh, hell no, you don't. Lucky I have to wait until Wednesday for Amazon to deliver my Danganronpa collection. That sucks, man. I feel ya. I gotta kill those things. God dang it. Why am I trying to clear this with this guy? Why don't I just go into a tank and then just do it? That'll be a better idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll grab my gunbreaker at level 80 and just slaughter him. But yeah, this was a long-ass wait. Gunbreaker. Nothing seems to be different with you. That's a good thing. Yeah, I have to relearn everything all over again. It's difficult, but it's possible. Tank stance. You see barely any damage now. But yeah, this took like 2.5 hours just to pop. So like people are going crazy on this server. Oh, what's that? You can't do anything to me now, huh? You can't kill me? Yeah, no, I kill you. What is this? Nice. A little healing thing there. Alright, and we have hit the 1 hour mark. Unfortunately already. So, it's time to start the story. Spoilers ahead. That took longer than I expected. Those job quests. Although I do enjoy Reaper, so I will definitely be playing more of it. Now, get my summoner up. Now, there's only one place that I can think of. Where would I go? Oh, I know. Revenant's Toll. But yeah, are you excited, by the way, for the Danganronpa collection, Frosty? I'm excited only for the extra mode. Been avoiding spoilers. Yeah, me too. I've been avoiding spoilers for this all past 2 days. As much as I can. Oh boy, here we go. This is the beginning of Endwalker. The next ship to sail. Alphanaut is feeling the need to take stock. Do you have some time to talk? I would like you to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Wait a minute, no, that's not a good place to put that. That's what quests are. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telephori. The Telephori's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Although already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. Like me. But after what happened to Ehrenwald and Fordolo, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of a paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telephori are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Yaigalvis, the crown prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fight in the War of Succession, but that has since changed and in troubling ways. Oh no. Urianger is speaking. Are you ready to whip out Shakespeare's dictionary, my friends? Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telephori. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. God, I wish I could find a place that didn't cover everybody's face. Or the dialogue box, either. There. I'm a midget now, but... Well, dwarf. I'm a dwarf. Gotta say it correctly. We will find a way in Charlie, and I am sure of it. Master Fortunaud's comments regarding the final days were curious, to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received words from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangement for your visit has been finalized. You're to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Charlian. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldician, come to assist with the Order's restoration. I'm guessing Kryl had something to do with this. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race as the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to... Thanks, remote. Controller. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. This music is way too epic for this. Alright. Off we go to Old Charlian. Speak with Tataru and Limsa Laminsa. Is the new mode supposed to add any story, by the way, Frosty, to that game? I mean, besides the game mode, of course, being a game mode. Guessing from the trailer stuff, it's probably fan service. I mean, I'd imagine so, yes, but I feel like they would add something else as well. Because the best fan service is the one that makes the most sense with what's going on. I do want to see them my waifus in them swimsuits. Oh god. Oh boy. The crowding begins. Everyone's here. Which is good, because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Charlene should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Oh, the cutscene changes depending on time of day. We saw this cutscene in the launch trailer that came out, and it was nighttime. So that's kind of cool.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
All right, where's my? Nope. There it is. Speak to me, game. Speak to me.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one.
Really?
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Must be very awkward.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Can we please stop speaking in Shakespeare?
Years, wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, he tried to steal his shit.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Yeah, first I'm hearing about it.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian?
Likely, yes.
Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
He's like, bro, why the fuck you
Rather
talking to me like that?
dispense with absurd, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
The
You've made your point,
disrespect.
Justinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you alright, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Aw. Poor Tataru. No sense worrying about the things we're powerless to change.
Well, that's hardly comforting.
That is not what I meant.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Yo, Hoary Boulder, what the fuck you doing?
Ori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal
Tataru has the same VA as Fiora from Xenoblade? Do you mean... I think you... Correction, this version of Tataru has that voice actor from Xenoblade.
Look after things here until you return.
Because Tataru has had multiple voice actors over the many expansions.
Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
But that is interesting to know. I did not know that.
It's time.
Then
Yep.
we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Oh yeah, is that a good thing or a bad thing, Frosty?
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
None of us are gonna live after this. Good thing she's got talents. Okay. I'll take it. Even though I doubt she'll barely be in this. As usual.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown.
Emmett.
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
My boy Emmett is our narrator. I'm gonna die.
Naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
Please stop telling me this.
Treasure
You're
every
making me
moment,
nervous.
every step of your descent.
Why are we going underwater?
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Up the map. And there we go. We're off to Charlian. God, I'm so excited. Can't wait to see what this place looks like. What?
Here. Feel.
Why are we listening to answers? But it's almost like a whisper of it.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
Ah, craw.
Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
I'm like the biggest guy in the room.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Alright, why not? Heidelin, what are you doing here?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
It's been years. What the fuck you been doing?
Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, I understand. You stupid shit.
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light.
Oh, wait a minute, this is your real
guided by the
face.
crystal.
I can trust your words no longer. Why now? This is a good one.
After your sojourn in the first, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal.
Yeah. Makes it kind of awkward now.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
What do you mean? Oh, right. Final days, of course.
Wheels shudder and turn. conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable,
Yeah.
then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
What do you mean?
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlian's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Yes, yes I would.
We shall meet again, and soon.
I kind of hope not, but okay.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Nope.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Let's hope so. And what are you up to over here?
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlian.
Oh, I see it.
I can't. Now I see it. It's a pretty big island, I'd say.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own. If we must.
Yeah, your father's a dick.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you? Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I hope we do. And the world's kind of at stake here, so, yeah. Endwalker. Here it is, boys. Let's go.
Sharlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Idleshire. We
How
were there.
swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Old Charlie and the Northern Empty.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
I'd assume something like that.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlie in orbit severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
Ah, so you're
If
saying
one
we're gonna have to
submits the
pay
proper
them with
paperwork
knowledge.
with
Got it.
satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
Yes.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Charlian's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Agreed.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian.
I knew it was
and our
Kral.
ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Yep.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Oh yeah, you were a student, I guess, of
The
Baldessian.
immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Yes.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your
Oh, thank God.
and scheduled arrival for today.
She looks like she was about to kill us.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Yep.
Ishtola rule.
Thought it was Y'shtola, not Ishtola.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Oh.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
I'm just a warrior of light. Nobody special.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Oh, you were talking about them. Okay.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that,
What?
The streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Well, he was a dick, so we could take it.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
And we're gonna exacerbate the fuck out of the situation. That's what we're gonna do.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
What should I say here? I am not... What is an artisan again? Shit, I can't remember. Let's try this.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
You better.
And you, sir?
I'll also take my book and I'll slam your head in with it.
Justinian Varliner, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Oh god. This is awkward. Oh, Craw's here to save us.
If you'll allow me. My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I see that they are
I
not
have
friendly
every
to
confidence in
anybody.
my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Good, are we done now? Can we just go? Please?
Cryle, it is good to see you.
It's great, now let me go. I want to play.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Oh!
Yes.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
He's gonna be a dick
I have
about
to
it.
say something, Sir Taciturn.
Okay then. Oh my god, look at this place. Look at that. Oh my god, just... It's gorgeous. Sorry for staring at his ass. Okay. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Horse chestnut weapon coffer. A wooden chest containing a weapon, one whose size possibly exceeds the dimensions of its container. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's always the case. Now let's see this grimoire right here. What the? Yo, that's cool. It makes a little noise when I open it. Ding. Alright, that's enough of that. Old Charlie and new to you. Krau sweeps the scions with a speculative look. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. Oh, wait. Hang on. Turn this off. But this is Orin and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can recover at the Baldician Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levier. Did I just pronounced that right? That just happened, okay. Estate as it's such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aethra Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith, by thy leave. He's gonna give me a pain in the ass lecture later on, isn't he? What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary until we reconvene. I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But oh. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Orin. Charlian awaits. What's up, Graha? After you, my friend, I am more than content to follow your lead. Graha Tia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objective. What is this? You can leave Graha Tia behind by entering a different area using the Ethernet by putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Graha Tia and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Graha Tia accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Graha Tia is accompanying you, next try speaking with Kryl. Oh my god, he follows me around. Now. That's so cool. All set, then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Krell is also now accompanied. Lead your two companions to the left stand and speak with Krell at the designated location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations, enjoying exploring your surroundings together. I love this already. Alright, first, Ethernet shard. Oh, what's this? Yeah, the giant statue in the harbor. Now that is a sight one could hardly forget, the great statue of Thaliak. As a student of Baldician, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlian people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlians can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. Oh, like America. Kind of like America. Let's go to here, which seems to be the area that it wants us to go. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon, of course. Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlian, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. That is so sad. They have one fucking restaurant, the whole entire island. Oh my god. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu, not that I even had the pleasure of eating them myself. Because you were a typical Charlian when it came to cheap and convenient raha. Oof, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to this side of the cafe will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. Yes, to the Aetheryte. I need that. Man, it's midnight now. I usually never stay on this late, but before we enter that, let's attune to the Aetheryte so we can teleport here anytime I want. Yes! Look at that beauty. Come on, Cryo. Cryo. There. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it is perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before you move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant aetherites, it allows us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlian's largest marketplace. Oh my god. That is the closest market board I have ever seen in the entirety of this game. It is literally right next to the aetherite. Literally right here. I think I know where I'm teleporting to every time that I want to buy something. Besides, you know, like my FC house. Or the FC's house. Now, which way is it again? Oh, they said northeast or something? What do you got to say here? Bookstalls. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlian, I had always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Really? Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. Noted. Okay, he's a bookworm, got it. I forgot that he was a bookworm, actually. It's kind of easy to forget that after everything we've been through. Welcome to the Agora, where you could find wares made in Charlian as well as a wide selection of important goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think the practice has thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I could think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? One more serious note. The next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. Oh yeah, sure, that sounds very easy, thanks. Look at this place. Let me look at the map. Oh my god. I'm scared. Up we go. Oh, here's another talking point. What's here? The water features. These little decorative features are typical of Charlian architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is an Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessing of water. For Charlians, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Dali's divine Ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. A little bit of lore there that I like. Little nice details. Enjoy those all the time. Oh god, we got 9 minutes left already. Jesus. Doesn't feel like it. It's been that long. Alright, let me get this aetherite right here. Now we can go to the rostra. The grand structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here. upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlian. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, community. The Crystarium, I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Alright then. We have arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Neon Krepf built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Charlian families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. The estate belongs to our friends from House Levier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlian tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be entertaining and enlightening experience. It has been, actually. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheryte Plaza? Correct, after you, Warren. First, I'll take this. I wonder what happens if I run with them. I'm sorry, did you say something about not coming here? Over here? Because I'm coming over here anyway. Oh, there's a little thing here. What do you have to say about this? Right, we crossed this bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza. Charlian is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever intended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. I'll keep that in mind if we ever come over here. This feels so relaxing, too. The music is... God damn. Just god damn. And I think that's the last one. Get in here, Kryle. As the joyous look on Raha's face is undoubtedly informed you this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon, but I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. wow, look at this place. I'm back, and I brought Orin and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship, then. Hello, Raha, it's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Orin. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. And... OG Call... Oh, wait a minute, no, Ojika... Ojika Sunjika? Who made that name? It has been ages. Allow me to introduce Ojika Sunjika, Administrative Officer for the students of Baldician. It's a he, okay? He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ejika? I think so, yeah. Oh yes, Eureka. I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Aval served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlian. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations, and yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first we must ensure that the Teleferi fall. I agree. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had private headquarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap room's perfect for an afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Oh my god. I can't even see me. Let's retire to our room. The Andron. Man, look at this place. Oh, now we have to go back. I love how gentle the music is here. Oh, we have to go to the main hall. That's... Let's finish this mission and then we'll end the stream. Because I have to. Feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Let's make sure that happens.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
By what?
It's fine, Oriange. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Charlian, not to mention the recent inscrutable behaviour of the Forum.
Okay.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace.
99.
This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
I'd imagine it would.
Bibliotheques, for
There's
example,
99
conservatives
members.
which would have Charlian focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
That
Even
is
more
strange.
concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
I don't know what that word means, but
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
yeah, exactly. It did seem kind of strange that they...
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian.
Yes?
Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Charlian colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
Oh, that's why you kept on coming back to us.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Really?
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Of course.
In response to this threat, the Satrap of Radzat Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
That is possible.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Oh, you mean me?
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Charlian is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
That is true.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Got it. Smashed
You
some
are
heads.
indeed our champion.
I mean,
As to which
look at
tasks
books.
to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Charlian. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Okay.
Alice and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
All right.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
I'm guessing this is going to come first.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
Oh. He's been there.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Let them do that. We shall. Okay. Oh wow, it's shit compared to mine. Anyways, guys, unfortunately, that's gonna have to do it for today's episode of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully if you guys enjoyed and you want to support the channel, you can leave a follow here on Twitch, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date for when I go live next. We'll be doing this from now on every Saturday, and it'll be 3 hours. It'll be mainly MSQ. So, yeah, I'll see you guys then. I'm way too tired right now. So I won't be raiding anybody tonight, but plus, you know, like, if I do raid anybody, it would probably give me spoilers, which I don't want to have. So I'm just gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Jesus, like...